Dear Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State, please curb the excesses of your SSA, Laide Bakare, who engaged in a close to gbas with a colleague at a party. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. As we still talk about all these gbas that happened at Eniola Ajao's premiere, I don't know why Eniola Ajao's premiere always brings gbas. We'll talk about that later. But in this case, that we've seen the trending video of what happened between both actresses. Well, somebody, should we say, a renowned journalist who is now also still a journalist but who blogs as well, Kemi Ashefon, has decided to lend her mouth in the matter. I don't know, maybe she's from Osun State or she's just doing her work as a journalist or a blogger to call out Madam Laide Bakare. What you did was uncalled for. What is your problem? If you understand, say you carry position as SSA, you will not go to a party, whatever the verbal provocation, decide to start pushing, almost like trying to beat up a fellow colleague in the name of what? Now, let's take the write-up. So, on Kemi Ashefon's page, she put the letter, Dear Governor Ademola Adeleke, Sir, it is with great disappointment that this note is written to address the unruly conduct of your senior special assistant on entertainment, arts, culture, and tourism, Miss Laide Bakare. A Nollywood actor, I am sure you thought she was of esteemed qualities and character when you invited her on board, but you were wrong. She's not fit for the office you created for her. She represented Osun State on Sunday at a movie premiere in Lekki, Lagos, and ended up fighting with a colleague. Cherry, exclamation mark here. What? A SSA to a governor almost in fisticuffs with a security personnel who wanted to stop her from attacking her colleague? I believe you should address this officially and curb her excesses. Laide Bakare isn't fit to occupy a public office or be your representative anywhere. She doesn't deserve the confidence of the Osun citizens, home or abroad. Thank you for your attention, sir. Then she tagged the governor, Osun State governor. So, this is what Kemi Ashefon said, officially doing an open letter to the governor. The governor, Laide wa SSA, ìwọ ọmọ aláta ló máa jà ní public kìíní ló ń jà. And Laide did a long video which we have posted earlier where she explained herself that she was triggered and what we saw was a misrepresentation and a reaction to Eniola Badmus's verbal utterances to her. So, nǹkan tí a bá rí làwọn èèyàn máa sọ. So let's see the reactions of people to this particular post on Kemi Ashefon's blog. The first commenter said, go check people for National Assembly. They use chair, eat themselves for head, they play. Another commenter said, you only saw the reaction. You didn't see what led to the reaction. You can't bring her down with thumbs down. Another said, Bere Ashire wo lo kọ lẹ́tà yìí sí gómìnà, the person they meant. Another commenter said, Phil Bado triggered her and maintained composure with laughing emoji. Then, the owner of the blog, Kemi Ashefon, said, she allowed Eniola stain her white now. Another commenter said, which of them fit to occupy any office? Another commenter said, who be the weary who wrote this long epistle on top another person's head? Another said, waiting the order, waiting you serve. Another said, they play, even if governor see fight for road, into go off cloths with laughing emoji. Another said, were wo lo kọ lẹ́tà yìí, even those for House of Assembly, they throw chair at each other. Okay, so the position of people, of course, on this particular blog, in the comment section, is more towards Laide defending her that what's the big deal about SSA being engaged in something like that? Those people in the senators in the House of Rep, House of Assembly, they do worse. And of course, it doesn't happen just in Nigeria. Even abroad, we see them. And everything when things get really hot and intense. So these are what people are saying that it is justified. Laide is permitted to get upset. Tí àwọn tí ó jẹ́ brothers in the Lord, àbí tó jẹ́ senior colleague in lawmaking tó bá lè ju ṣíà òun ṣáà ti ju ṣíà òun ṣáà ń pariwo ni òun bú èbú ó dẹ̀ ń fi ọwọ́ ti Eniola ni. So these are people's comments, but as you can see from Laide's body language and what she said during her explanation, a lot went on the ground. We are going to do a short video on that one soon, because sometimes it is a case of kilagbe kileju, you know. She was really embarrassed, and I think that's it. For everybody who is a celebrity, actor, actresses, influencers, especially holders of public office, there is a code of conduct that you have to abide with. I think they do trainings for them, public presentation, how to etiquette and all of that, how to manage themselves in public and all of that, you know. But maybe it was done, maybe it wasn't done. But I think this thing that happened to Laide would stain her profile. Not necessarily for Governor Adeleke to sack her. No. I don't think it could get to that. She might be sanctioned internally. We might not be known to outsiders. But for her, she has put herself on eggshells. Eggshells of what's in the record here already. And it takes the grace of God for you to be erased. And when it comes to when you want to be screened again for another thing, they will use this against you. They does not mean your PDP members. It could be outsiders, you know. And that's why people are always careful. She's made the mistake. Yes, I believe that Eniola might have triggered her. But you see that Omalata behavior, with all due respect to Omalata, there's nothing wrong in being Omalata, but you know, I'm just using it contextually. With that kind of behavior, it's very, very cringy. Ó wà cringy. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn premier tá máa ń wò tí gbogbo wọn rẹ́rìn tán ṣe kìíní yẹn, gbogbo àwọn tó wà náà àwọn premiers kan ló ń bára wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Gbogbo wọn kọ́ lè jókòó sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn. Wọ́n ti jẹjú ara wọn ló online àbí nínú DM tẹ́lẹ̀. Right? Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti mọ̀. So, ibi tó jókòó sí mi ní jókòó síbẹ̀. Tó bá wà wájú eléré mi ò ní wá síbẹ̀. Tó bá ń bọ̀ ta lọ máa fàyè ẹlẹ̀ síwájú. It's public respect. Because you don't want anything to trigger you. Wáyà ara avoid. In fact, ẹni bá wá síwájú ẹ̀ gan, wáyà gbẹ̀gbẹ́ lọ. Mo ń rojọ́ ojú ní court ni. You go to court and say, ẹni ìlẹ́jú mọ́ mi ọ̀bẹ ni àì mi ni. Ṣé ń rojọ́ ojú ní court ni? So some things are not necessary. You see those few minutes of embarrassment that you did not want to contain, Laide. Look at the higher embarrassment you brought to yourself. So sometimes, èèyàn máa gba ìwọ̀sí sára kékeré láti avoid ìwọ̀sí àgbáyé. Because you were crying in the video, it shows that Omonkoti messed up. And in your trying to explain that you've messed up, you are even saying things you're not supposed to say about Eniola. I'm analysis here, because we women, we are fond of that thing. Tabati barawa jabai, barawa sheri, boyan wa she wale, bi imu wa she ga shoshoro, bi orí wa she reje, bẹ́sẹ̀ wa she kelegi, bara wa she jóná, bi di wa she dúdú, gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa sọ asobìnrin tí ò lọ́pọlọ. Tí ò lọ́pọlọ. This is 2025. And if you're in your 40s, you are fighting like, especially if you're educated, even until we're educated, me wa. Yeah, I want your lórí, but they know when to stop. When you're fighting with someone or you're having issues or discussions or heated debates, you stay within that circle. That's what is called maturity. At least Omo Laide, see about she turn university hakudie. Ọmọ ti ga jù ló ti bò lórí ìdúró. Nígbà tí irú ẹ̀yin ìyá tẹ́ bá ń ṣe báyìí, kí lẹ fẹ́ sọ fáwọn ọmọ 20s tẹ́ tọ́lọ́run fún yín? How do you want to approach them? Because sometimes we look at things from a wider perspective because of few minutes of embarrassment. Ṣé ọmọ akọ́sí ẹ lórí ni? Now you gave Eniola, because she was able to curtail her anger and herself, you've given her the upper edge. Torí pé street OT ẹ ò pé. Ìwọ lọmọ tó dé tí bàbá ẹ̀ dẹ̀ nílé tán ní hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì tán nílé sí Mushin. Olórúkọ ni family yín, kò sí family téèyàn lè tẹnu ẹnu àtẹ́bù ní Mushin. Ṣùgbọ́n tán bá bíyàn èèyàn máa tún rẹ̀ bí ni nǹkan kékeré ó dẹ̀ máa ń ba nǹkan jẹ́ tàyè máa ń sọ lórí platform wípé ẹni tó wà nílẹ̀ ò lè bẹ̀rù láti jábọ́ o, but ẹni tó bá ti gòkè ní kẹ́ máa ṣọ́ra ṣe, ó gba ọpọlọ. Ire o.